drive for any team in sports. Perhaps it's our fascination with flight, the elegance and majesty with which they seemingly without effort. This one, because when two birds get together and start clawing at each other, feathers are bound to fly. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Falcons offense will take the field first. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats. Ball, because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They know he's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see.
Yards short of the first down. And the Falcons send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. So Temple's offense has the ball for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Simon. Floating away. Spins away from the defender. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Temple lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Carson. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. And the Falcons are marching down the field. They'll try the counter. There he goes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Falcons back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Breaks them and runs through another guy. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Fires into the end zone. Picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Pulls and fires complete. And is slipped out. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. Picks up the first down. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Owls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Simon. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Temple lining up to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. The give to the tailback. Creates a little room. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Falcons will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Handoff from the gun. Slithers into space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency. Move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Thrust that arm out. Breaks into the open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you. You get to the running back before he gets started.
It'll be 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
And the Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Here comes the heat. Grab near the sticks. It's Worthy. Oh, the quick spin move. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
You always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Irvin. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Rides to back and leaves it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. It's Simon. Catch in the middle. It's Clark. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And the Owls had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He'll pull it on the read. And he runs it in for the score. Who gives a hook? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Fine play action. Unloads to the right. Right on the money. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Run it with the fullback. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Man, when I can run the football like... first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success in the offensive.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Falcons come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying to get the corner. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Falcons line up to punt it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Got the 1st down and more. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. Got room to work. He's loose. He's at the 30. The 10. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown Owls. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the surf turf in Conway. They're up by 13 over Louisiana. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Shakes off the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Falcons come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Johnson looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Carson. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Makes a man miss. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Carson. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Deep shot for the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Air Force.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. Content to run out the clock, the quarterback takes a knee. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Lincoln Financial Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Falcons will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
That's about as close as you can get to that. And just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Owls are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw. It's Simon. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Pulls it in. It's Jones.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to fire. Throws to the back. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Absolutely nowhere to Jones makes a third down stop. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Reading the option, it's Johnson. And they snuffed out that play from the start. He probably should have given the ball to the back. The give from the gun. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Bringing the heat. Keeps looking downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the move. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
When we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, but he just decided to take off.
He'll do it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Fires to the right. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that.
Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. And the Falcons started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Unleashes one deep. Intercepted deep in his own end. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive play right here, making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Owls are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against 3-4 defenses when they can get pass rushes from the interior of their defensive line. How can you complete throws against this defense if you can't step up into the pocket?
Finds his man. It's Clark. Rams him with the stiff arm. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Owls, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Makes the grab on the left. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Spirited matchup with ramifications inside CUSA today, guys. Here's how it finished up. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own.
There he goes. Got the 1st down and more. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Here's the hit! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And on offense right now, you're in a juncture here in the game in the trailing the way you are, you can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium, and on that fourth down, they're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Now on the counter. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead down.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body flows add up and wear this defense out. You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Looking for a gap. It's Worthy. Breaks into the open. Made him miss again. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
The defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Owls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right back to the well. Sliding off to the... Just dismissing tackles. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to barrel in. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Owls. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets the back moving. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Handoff to the lone back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The Falcons with the 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Trying to seal the edge on the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs...
Lots of running room. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Falcons are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The Falcons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Johnson looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown Falcons. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Plows through the defense.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Hold on. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll try to get outside. Turning it on. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. There's the pressure. The sure hands. It's Irvin. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the ground. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make